Hello everyone, this is Justine. Today I have a very cute Christmas card and I'm using the die set called Special Pet Delivery and this really cute stamp set that's full of dogs called Christmas Pups. I chose to use the sentiment Santa Paws is coming to town. Now this stamp set is full of funny little puns, and if you watched a couple of my videos, you know I love a good pun, and it spoke to me. So I'll just talk about the die set, and then I'll get into assembling my card. So this die set comes with an option for a cat or a dog. I chose to use the dog because I think that some of the sentiments on the stamp set are more dog related, so I just kind of leaned towards the dog. So I am using the sentiment that's from the die set that says for you because I liked that a little bit better than hello. I thought that that went with the overall theme of my card a little bit better than hello. So the cat head is that one that I just had in my hand. That's a little more rounded oval, and the dog is a little more of a triangular shape. So besides the shape of the face, there's also the change of the ears. So the cat has more of a pointed ear and the dog has more of a floppy ear. So what you see there that I'm pointing to is an option to make the eye have like a spot over the eye, which is really cute too, but I just didn't use it on this card today. Now there's also the belly piece that I used for my dog, that's the cream. There's the arms that go around, there's paws, there's a hat, and that hat has a puff ball, and the piece underneath the hat that I just pointed to on the die is an option for a shirt for the dog, so it kind of has, or maybe even a collar. I chose to use the ribbon piece right there for the collar instead, but you could use that piece for this antlers piece and cut it out with any other paper and then put that little piece over it. There's the body piece that I cut out in brown to match my head, and then there's this piece that has the paws and the fluffy parts for the hat. There's also one more die that is the bow, and I chose to use it on my card and make it pink. So as I assemble, I will just zoom in nice and close so you can see. I put pink and black paper behind my little dog to show the face with the cheeks and the eyes. Then this little arm piece gets wrapped around the body of the dog, and I put a little bit of glue there so it would stay. There we go. And I glued on the little white paws, and the paws are going to hold the sign for you. So I'm going to put a little glue behind the paws so when I put the sign for you on, it will in fact stick. Another option is to put glue behind the for you sign, but I did not do that this time. But maybe if you wanted to, you could. The nice thing about the Spellbinders die sets is that the dies are all cut apart and ready to use. They are also not sharp. The metal die cutting pieces are pressed with a die cutting machine. So if you're just holding the die, you're not going to cut your hand. I've had a couple of people ask me about that with direct message, but they're not sharp over your fingers if you were just holding them. If you were to put your hand in the machine, I guess, yeah, it's sharp, but it's no sharper than a pencil tip. Anyway, I'll just continue on. I have my little, technically this is part of the headband, but I'm using it as a thin ribbon for my little dog. Now I'm going to put the bow on the right side of my dog, so I'm going to kind of set this offset to the left, and the bow will cover up the remaining space. I could have used the shirt little piece of paper, but I decided not to. that is the piece that is underneath or connected to the die that cuts out the hat. So you could do that if you wanted to. I chose not to. So I just wanted a very skinny little ribbon for the neck part. Then I'm going to glue on the ears before the hat, and the ears are going to sit a little low on my dog, and the hat will go on top of my dog's head. There's also a little frame that my dog will sit on, and it's kind of like the dog is peeking out through that frame. So it's a very cheerful little card for Christmas. And I chose to use red and black just to kind of accent the colors that I have going on with the dog and the background, but I guess you could choose really any color. I think it's really fun. A fun part about dies is that you can make different cards using different colored papers, and you could make some custom Christmas cards with this dog set. If you knew someone's kind of dog, you could decide to make the dog on the card match their dog in real life. I think that would be really a sweet gesture. I plan on doing that for one of the stamped cards. One of my friends has a dachshund dog, so therefore I'm going to use the dachshund. Anyway, with the background that I have going on my card, that is the Holly Flourish embossing folder. So just to give a little texture to the background, since this die is rather small, I thought that it would be fun to use an embossing folder. To add interest to my card, I will pop up my dog in the frame using some leftover foam squares. And I always say use up the whole square that they give you, not just the little punch outs. So here I am using it all up. Then I will put my mounted sentiment right on in the middle of my card. Then to add a little extra interest to the background, I will use the foam puffy, I guess they're not foam, but puffy snowflakes from the Spellbinders Santa Lane card kit. These are some extras, and I think that they're really pretty, so I thought I'd just add a couple for some interest. They're so easy to use since they are stickers. There's no gluing involved. The only thing is to figure out where to put them, I guess is the hardest part about them, but it's not that difficult. I'll just use my tool-in-one to pop them off of the sticker page and put them right on to my card. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video or are inspired by this in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. Thanks again for watching. Bye!